foods that you need to implement right now for summer detox. This is Rhonda Liebig, Holistic Health Coach, and I am ready to share all this wonderful information. I want to tell you, I'm going to start doing these discussions like once a week because it's always good to have reminders of how easy it is to make these basic shifts, and it is so easy to fall into our day-to-day, what you'd call like a rut. And so I've been thinking about with all these different things with the Tuesday Fit Challenge I've been doing and the Friday Inspiration, I really want to get in there and do some live coaching. And so today, let's just think of this as a jump start into having some more live webinars going on, and let's just get it rocking today. On the front here, you're going to see that we are going to be spending some time together, and I really want to get your mindset on why are we together. I know that I really lead in with the losing the weight because that really is the byproduct of living a certain lifestyle and really understanding your personal lifestyle, your personal goals, and the foods that you're eating and how all of that affects you. And as you start untangling and slowly implementing and crowding out those other things that aren't working, it becomes your personal unlock to your weight loss. So this is what I'm here for you today. We'll talk about my story, how I got here. I'll tell you a little bit different story than last week when we were on the call. Last week I was talking a lot about Fit Camp, so I'll give you some information on what happened in the launch of the Fit Camp. I'm really excited about how that weekend turned out. Let's get into the 3 foods, 3 things that you really need to implement. And when I talk about food, it can be lifestyle, which I call like a primary food, and real food, which is the eating and and what you should be implementing in your body. Because the primary food really leads with why we're making the choices that we are. What's our scared factor? Sometimes we are in with our, oh, you can hear my dog. I'm sorry, Spencer, I can't spend time with you right now. He's 13 years old and just barking at me and telling me I need to spend time with him. So sorry about that, everybody. But for you dog lovers, you're probably laughing. But the primary food is linked in with these 3 foods because that's what makes us make the choices that we're doing. When everything's dialed in and what we feel comfortable with, where we're moving forward, then everything else falls into place. And so the primary food we have to really think about that part besides me just giving you the information about the food, because it just has to come together. We'll talk about some lifestyle stuff too, and that is some things that you can do to implement right now that will help with some of the stress. If you're living a really high intense stress day and you're here with me during your lunchtime, I really appreciate it. Make sure you have some water, have some food to nourish you as you're going through. And then we're also going to talk about, well, where do you go with all this information? What's your next steps? So I'll give you some information on how you can be a part of my next detox. We're going to be talking about other things. So if you find me interesting as a coach, I'd love for you to be part of some more stuff. But again, this is just the beginning of us having consistent discussions weekly. So at the end of June, beginning of July, I'm going to start implementing weekly calls along with whatever's happening for any of the services that I'm doing, anything you would like to step on into to help you in your journey. Now, last week when I had a call, I brought up these stats, and I wanted to keep them again today because if you weren't on that call last week, this one's a really big focus and something to think about when you're taking care of your family or just taking care of yourself. Our healthcare is rising. If you really look at the numbers here, and I'm not really going to focus in too much in specifically what these numbers are, but what the meaning of them are. So in 1990, we were paying $714 billion in healthcare. As time has gone on, we've gone into the trillions. 2017 projected $4.3 trillion. So not just the healthcare is rising, but it's because we're having more people that are sick. And I'm going to show you that in the next slide. That's just stuff that's happening in the projections because of what we've been seeing. Also, chronic disease is on the rise in 2014 due to childhood obesity and poor lifestyle choices. So even though it says childhood obesity, us as adults are feeding our children, and so what are we doing in our life, in the way that we live our life, that we're affecting our children also. And then this rings true to what I do for you as a health coach: poor lifestyle choices. So we can get really caught up in our day-to-day stuff and forget about like how important lifestyle is. So I'll help you focus on that while we're spending time together in this virtual webinar. Cancer is really, really increasing. I was talking to my friend Andrea this morning. We spend some time together coaching each other and helping each other move forward in our personal journey. And she really works with these physicians that deal with cancer. And these physicians are holistic physicians, and they are seeing that these younger people are coming in for cancer. So people that are in their 30s, 40s, it's not the 60, 70, 80-year-olds that are having as much cancer as it used to be. We're actually increasing as we go through, and it'll link back to the childhood obesity. So as you're having your cells extremely toxic and that you are not cleaning them up and you're not making these choices for a lifestyle shift, this is what happens, is that cancer comes on even earlier and faster. So 62% is supposed to be an increase in cancer from 2003 to 2023. So within 20 years, an increase, 62% cancer. Mental disorders. Mental disorders can be anything from what you're eating and shifting in the way that it's affecting your body to when I did not know that I was hypothyroid, I dealt with extreme anxiety, and I kept thinking about how I didn't understand what I was so stressed about. It was very confusing on why I had anxiety so bad. And so I could have been linked into this area of mental disorders, even dealing with depression. Well, when I found out that I was hypothyroid, it made a big difference because I found ways to eat healthier and live a more balanced lifestyle without living in extreme, intense, push, move forward all the time. So it's supposed to increase by 54%. So me being hypothyroid, if I still did not know that I had this chronic disease, I would not have realized that I was dealing with mental disorder because my body was way out of balance. Diabetes increasing 53%. And as we go on, heart disease runs in my family, so that's one of the key reasons why I am in the field that I am in, is just really focusing on helping people that have a DNA that may be running rampant with certain chronic diseases, and you feel like, well, since my family has it, I should have it too. But we really learned that you really can have all these wonderful healthy things happening for you even if these chronic diseases run in your family. So it really is the choice of lifestyle and the foods you're eating. So we're here for 3 superfoods to eat now for your summer detox. We're going to really get that body cleansed, get your mind focused, so then you're feeling the slimming factor. I just did a weekend for my fit camp, and the fit camp has all these components with getting your mental focus together, working out, and also building these foods and as a master grocery list that's going to work for you, and it's based on your energy and the way we're aging, and putting all those things together to really build this plan that's going to work for you food-wise. So we got some great results there, and that's just part of my story of things that I do, that I spent a whole weekend with ladies really getting them focused and them feeling like they were able to push past a lot of the sabotages that were stopping them. And one person I had in with me, they run a lot on the scared factor, afraid, that they're going to be hungry in the afternoon and how they're going to deal with that, and literally a fear. So as we go through, this is kind of how I coach, just helping you get your mind focused. And so my name is Rhonda Liebig. I'm a holistic health coach. I'm #1 best-selling author on Amazon, as you'll see, The Fit Solution with a double T, 4 Steps to a Sexy, Successful, Authentic You. Really about just me as a coach and guiding you through the book as a coach. I do media to get to as many people as I can. I feel very inspired, very excited about any way I can get to people and really discuss that these basic shifts that seem really hard at first can give big changes in your life. So you'll see I was on Fox 40 here. In my Fit Camp, I do a lot of focusing on how we're aging, and it really helps with us figuring out what kind of foods work for you. So if you have stuff happening under your eyes, stuff happening in your cheeks, your chin, there's certain stories about what's happening in your organs and the foods that can really help amp that up. And usually a lot of it has to do with just adding water to your diet, because sometimes we just don't have enough water. So that's one of your basic tips, I guess, today. Also, I have demonstration dinners that I've been doing, and I did these originally to build this book, The Fit Solution. And what I had, a couple people just really asking me, please bring these back, because with these dinners, it's really fun, and then you also get to eat foods that I'm telling you, this is a great way to, to change your health. But now I'm cooking and we're discussing the food, and so you're able to eat and bring it all together. Well, in July, I'm going to have Dr. Nalini. She's in Arizona, and she is incredible. She is an MD. And so make sure that you go onto my website, rhondaliebig.com, and check out the events that I have going on, because this is a really fun one. I only have 2 that are happening for the rest of the year. And this is going to be something you can do if you're through the internet. There's ways to participate, or if you can physically be here in the Sacramento area. With Andrea Beeman, I wanted to share this quote, because this is something that I want to take a moment and think about. If you're not dealing with chronic disease, there's a purpose and a reason why you are here with me. And it's not just about the weight loss, but it's about something that's happening for you right now. And that sometimes we tell ourselves we don't have time to cook, or we don't have time to prep. So Andrea Beeman is a perfect person to really hone in on how she really didn't cook, and she ended up getting sick and started cooking and learning about how powerful food can be. And so she didn't even go to culinary school. So this is her quote. She read my book and was part of wanting to, help me promote it. She said, "I did not attend culinary school, but I also did not cook out of the pure love of it." This might be quite a few of you, because I know I was kind of like that at first too. "I cooked because I healed my thyroid condition by getting into the kitchen and cooking for myself." Andrea Beeman, holistic health coach. She's a chef. She never went to culinary school, but she can call herself a chef. She's been in competitions where she's won, #1. And she's also on the media circuit. So if you haven't heard about her, she's a great woman to look up, because she talks a lot about thyroid. A lot of the stuff that I talk about is from Andrea Beeman, but I'm also doing my additional research, because since I have thyroid, and there's so many people that haven't been diagnosed with thyroid yet, that that is one of the areas that I'm very passionate about also. So why are we here together, and is this just about weight? That's something I have been bringing up. Is this just about weight? And think about this. If I could give you a perfect pill to really focus in and say, I'll give you these 3 foods, and if you do these 3 foods, your world will change and do a shift right away. Is it really as easy as that? Is it really just about losing the weight, or are we going in and discussing more about the journey of how to get our head and mind focused enough to really connect with what Andrea Beeman was saying up above here, that you're cooking because you don't love cooking, but it is something that is ultimately important to you, because you know that if you start getting in the kitchen, that you're going to start getting results. So I'm going to share food with you today. I'm going to share healthy lifestyle idea, but I want you to really take big cycles of breaths in and out as we're going through this and relaxing. and thinking about why are you here? How are you going to make changes as you're going through your process with me helping you with giving you the coaching tips, and that you're going to leave this call and actively go into making those changes. I'm known for being able to bring in the calm, the serenity to really get those challenges going and you ready to step into it. But you have to make a commitment to yourself of the reason why you're here and how we're going to finish today. Because we're going to get you into action, but it's all about you being ready for it. So if you're staying on the call, it's because you are ready to hang out and make these things happen for you. Ready to look at what is going on. So what is going on for you? What's happening in your day-to-day stuff that's not working? Is it that you are having energy shifts in the afternoon where you're feeling like you're lethargic, not as productive? When I was doing my fit camp this last weekend, the most important thing that came out of, I would say 100% of the people that were involved in this weekend, they were discussing that their productivity was being affected. So all of us work very hard. And when we start thinking about the income coming into our business, if you're working for somebody, usually the women that I'm working with are extremely gung-ho in what they do. And when you realize how the foods are affecting your productivity because you're swinging back and forth with your energy and still trying to catch that caffeine high or the sugar to keep you going, or eating something because your energy is at a lull, so you're trying to eat foods to get you going, it affects your productivity. And it affects how we react to certain things. When somebody says something, it can really trigger us off. So are you ready to look at what is going on? When you signed up for this webinar, you received a mind map, and that mind map is the mindset that you want each time you're feeling like you can't do something, or that you're starting with the words that I can't do something that you're sabotaging yourself with. And that mindset map is something you want to hang up, print it and hang it up, and remind yourself, write notes on it if I didn't catch the 3 sabotages that you deal with. But those were some big ones that I deal with clients. But that is what you want to look at, because we're just going to go in here and add some stuff into your day, and we just have to really check in on what's happening for you. With if you're having energy shifts, I'm going to give you 2 things here. If you're having energy shifts where you're feeling not very well in the afternoon, really look at how you're starting your morning, and that you're really aware of how everything in your body is feeling as you're eating. What are you eating for breakfast? What are you eating for lunch? And check in and see why you're not having as much energy in the afternoon. So I really do specialize in the 3 p.m. slump. We're here to get solutions and results. We want to make things happen. And how we're going to do that is implement foods. As you're going to see, having all these wonderful foods, they look great. I wanted the slides to look really vibrant, because when you start looking at the great foods, you're like, oh my gosh, I could just throw something on the grill and then, and that's it. And then I can be eating it, and it's as simple as that. So it's just getting the motivation to go and do it. Here's somebody who has worked with me, and they said, I feel refreshed, I am not scared, and I'm ready to make changes. Now, I didn't give the person's name on this because the person that did say that, I didn't get a chance to get a write-off from her. But in our fit camp, when I had them eating really clean and mentally being coached, they felt like, she specifically said, I'm feeling refreshed. She was very afraid, because in the sabotage that she was dealing with is that she was very afraid to do something for herself. Now, she came out of that on the next day, so the first day was very hard for her. So what are you dealing with? What's the scared factor that you are dealing with? And this is more of a lifestyle thing, and allowing yourself the space to be here with me, to spend time focusing in on what's important to you, and allowing yourself to really take care of your body and feel good inside. So if you're feeling scared, if you're feeling like you are not ready to make changes, I want you to say this just as she did, ready to make changes. By the time you're done, I want you to feel I'm ready to make changes. I'm ready to add these superfoods that are here that are going to help me get the boom in. So before I even change the slide, I want to tell you that for a summer food right now, you're going to see asparagus coming around, and asparagus is a wonderful, perfect vegetable to add and implement into your diet as you're going through the summer. Because a lot of the times when we are starting the summer, there's a lot of winter stuff that's kind of still holding us back, and sometimes our body is extremely toxic and it's really not balanced. And with your asparagus, it's going to help bring it into a balanced state. So I talk a bit about how your body can be acidic and how your body can go into an alkaline state. And you always want to be alkaline balanced, and this is going to jump you right in there. So if you go out and you buy that vegetable and you have it a couple times, you're going to notice that you're going to have energy. The green in there, the color is going to be vibrant and help you with the food energetics, with a lot of the energy that you get from that. And the vegetables are going to help with balancing your body and getting it so it's in an alkaline state. I want you to feel refreshed, not scared to do something for yourself, make yourself feel good, and ready to make those changes. Make sure you jump in there. Lifestyle. So this is one that I want to spend time talking about. I'm holding happy. And so there's been some stuff I've been reading about how we have a baseline of happiness. And sometimes we accept whatever we believe is happy. Like, this is just who I am. But remember, that's your baseline. So Shawn Achor does this in such a wonderful way because he really specializes in being happy. And this man is incredible. He taught at my school, my holistic health coaching school. And what he brought forward is a lot about what is important in your day-to-day life and finding that happiness. And to be able to work with your baseline, so in your DNA and the way that you've lived your life, and the way that your family interacts with each other, that's kind of what you know. But to be able to stay balanced and jump off from there is being focused on finding your happy. So my question to you in your lifestyle primary food implementation is, I want you to write down one thing right now that makes you happy. One thing that makes you happy. And one thing that is going to make you smile once you write it down. Once you write it down, what's going to make you happy? I'll tell you what mine is. Before I came on this call, I was talking to my kids. So Jacob and Kirsten, they are my happy today. There's things that thread throughout your day that could be anything from, if you have kids, to being able to see the pretty flowers, going for a walk, but something that helps you focus in to make the happy. And why you need the happiness is to make the choices of the better food. So you have to really tap into that, because the balance of the health with the happiness is all just one. That's where you're going to be making your bigger choices when you're feeling like you are holding happy, just like I am here. So what is your happy? Stick with me through this. This is some things may not connect with you, but I really do discuss how this new stuff that that's been around forever, but we're calling it like the new health, because we used to pick up a book and it would tell us specifically what diet to use and what we need to do. And the new way of doing it is really finding your personal story, unlocking it with the key to be able to clean up the cells, really fix the DNA, because as we're eating unhealthy food, packaged foods, or the foods that don't work for us, the more we change our DNA, the more our cells look different, the more our telomeres, our stuff that connect with ourselves and really show that we can live a longer life if we really focus in on this newer stuff that we're bringing back from years ago, which is connecting yourself with your happy, finding the right foods that are going to work for you. So I really want you to venture in and just keep connecting with me on all the wonderful stuff that's out there and coaching you. And make sure you look for these weekly calls, because we'll keep it going. We'll keep adding. So if you're looking, as we're aging, just to connect you with just not the happiness we talked about. We also talked about a food that you could add, which was asparagus. But if you just really just start looking at your face and how things have happened, and if you just physically look at your body, and whatever we've done for our body at this point is the result of whatever you're seeing. So when you're looking in the mirror, and there's ways to control that and get focused in on what you're putting in your body. So when you're looking under your eyes, you want to look to see, is there a lot of puffiness there? Is it certain times? Are you drinking too much alcohol? So this is the drinking. Are you not drinking enough water? That can actually affect under your eyes because it's connected with your kidneys, and your kidneys get very sensitive when you're not drinking enough water. Are you drinking too much caffeine? Is that caffeine extracting out the water that you're putting into your system? Too many spices. Sometimes if you get discoloration in under your eyes, you're going to find that there's going to be a darkness under your eyes. And sometimes you have more than just one. I was asking if you just have one, not enough water, too much caffeine. But also if you have thyroid condition like what I do, it does directly affect your kidneys, because every cell in your body needs the thyroid hormone. So if you are imbalanced with your thyroid and your thyroid is not excreting out the hormone to help with your metabolism moving, to help your blood, move consistently through the metabolism process, or any cell and every cell that you have in your body is looking for this thyroid hormone. If it doesn't have it, you're going to have other issues too, sometimes cholesterol, things like that. But look under your eyes, because even with having thyroid, even if you're on your medicine, you're going to find that you're going to have some kind of under eye issue if you are not focusing in on your foods also. When I was very young, I had a lot of thyroid conditions here, and my doctor didn't even diagnose me with having thyroid disease till I was about 29. So you just have to be aware, even if you're not being diagnosed by the doctor for something specific, because even thyroid can go under the radar, even if they're testing that, because the thyroid is kind of tricky. They test for certain things, but sometimes they miss. There's like so many tests that they can do to finally find maybe an issue there. And so the thyroid can be misdiagnosed, and maybe you have a lot of the symptoms that are thyroid, which is like losing hair, under the eyes swelling. There's so many things that can go on with thyroid. And so you have to be really aware of that, and keep aware of how your body's aging, and do this check. See if under your eyes is really not looking healthy. So if there's starting to be puffiness or big gaunt look, either of those, you want to hone in on what you are doing. What are you doing to affect that area? All this connection is, all this is related with weight loss. So I have been in a few different areas in our time together, and everything that we do connects with our energy, connects with what types of success we're having in our business, the success we're having with our relationships, the success we're having in a place of work if you're not running your business. And when you have turmoil, or if you are in a fight or flight kind of attitude where you have a lot of things going on and your day does not end until very, very late, it's all connected with losing weight. I had somebody on the Detox in January, And it was really the beginning of her journey, because even though she did the detox, there wasn't a big shift in her body, because whatever she specifically is dealing with, it has to be taken care of and on a consistent basis over a few months. So sometimes when you start making shifts and it's just your food, really have to look in on the lifestyle, because sometimes that's the missing key to your weight loss. These are the foods that you can implement, and this is just one area that I was specifically talking about under the eyes, is really adding the red bell peppers, which is wonderful during the summertime. Always add that garlic, onions, apples, berries, apple cider vinegar. Now pick any of these. These are the ones that are going to help you with helping balance your body. So when we were talking earlier, I was discussing how with asparagus that it would help really balance your body. Well, these foods now were focused in under your eyes and being able to help nourish the kidneys. And so the stuff that you're looking at here is has some water to it, and we talked about having water, but we're also talking about red bell pepper. It has a nice juiciness to it. When you start eating that, the onion, the apples, and when you start nourishing your kidneys and adding more water and adding these vegetables, you'll find a balance. You'll find that the beauty factor is going to be coming back. And your lifestyle change, you want to make sure that you're taking 2 breaths or more throughout your day. So if we are always in the inhale state, because we're focused on, moving forward and energy with the inhale coming in, if we don't take time to push the exhale out, our body will not be happy with us. So if you spend your time just adding this to your calendar, have it rolling, so you can just set this in one time, but 2 times or 3 times out of the day, give yourself a moment to take 2 breaths and do it. So not just that the timer goes off and then you have a thing telling you to do it, but you have that timer keep you focused and taking the 2 breaths, and that will really help with balancing your energy, balancing your the way you're thinking, any kind of grogginess that might be happening. And so you're just going to really focus in on the rib cage as it inhales. Let the chest expand open. As you exhale, really feel that the stomach is part of it, and that you're pulling it in and exhaling as you're squeezing all the air out of your breath. And you're focusing in and bringing that inhale fully in and opening up the chest cavity again. And you're going to do that for 2 cycles. So I want you to take a couple notes here, just that you are going to set your timer 2 or 3 times out of the day so that you can stop, and it's your reminder to breathe. Reminder to breathe. Please listen to your body. Your body's a really speaking to you. When you're eating your food, it's a message to your body. That's why I said when you physically look at your body and you're seeing what's happening, whatever foods, whatever lifestyle you've done at this point is your byproduct of what you're looking like at this point. So listen to your body, look at your body. I gave you a tool in how to look under your eyes, and the foods you can connect, the lifestyle you connect with, really relaxing your body and giving your moments, because we all have very, very busy lives, but it's finding the balance and the way to do it. And doing 2 breaths is not even going to take a full 2 minutes. So you're able to do little things here and there, little shifts, and that's what's realistic. Darlene Nutter, I lost 12 pounds on Rhonda's last challenge. You know it. If you're focused and you get coaching by me, you know you're going to get results. There's some things that are going to happen, and it's not always the scale. Now, Darlene got a chance to really watch that scale move, but there's times that you become a very strong person because you're finding all these balancing mental ways to balance yourself and finding the happy and bringing those people that you care about into your world more. There's things that you do to help balance your lifestyle. So again, I just talked about your relationships, and I also talked about food. And so with Darlene, she got a great 12 pounds. The scale shift crazy fast, which was wonderful for her. And there's going to be times that it's not just about losing the weight, it's about getting your mental game on so that you can get yourself ready as your body starts losing the pounds. So sometimes it's instant, and sometimes it just takes a little bit. In here, you're going to see the cucumbers. I want you to add cucumbers. It's a great superfood to add because cucumbers is another alkaline vegetable and fruit. There's tons of water in there. There's something in there that just balances your body because of the beautiful nutrients that it's made out of. Now, there's a lot of research out there about how supplements are a great way to balance your body. But if you don't have these fresh whole foods, you're missing a bigger component, which is they haven't been able to put in a capsule what you get out of these fresh fruits and vegetables. So it's not going to take care of everything if you're not doing the whole foods, but it's going to bridge the gap because our fruits and vegetables are produced quicker and faster than they used to be, so the nutrients aren't as high as they were years and years ago. The soil has been really overused a lot, so there's not as much nutrients in the soil, which means there's not as much nutrients in the vegetable. You're still getting great nutrients from that, though. So you want to be aware of your fruits and vegetables, where you're getting them, trying to do as local as possible. Add the cucumber. From the beginning of our discussion, we were talking about adding the asparagus. We talked about adding bell pepper. And your third one was adding your cucumber. Those three things is going to give you extra water in your system. You're going to need that. It's warm out and even really hot depending on where you're at. And those foods are going to help balance your system because the more balanced your system can be, the faster it will release what you want to release, the water, tension, the weight. I also brought up a primary food, which we really focused in on the balance of life, and I was holding happy. I said, what is going to make you happy? And it has to be one thing that you write down and you feel like, yes, I got it dialed in. This is what makes me feel good. And that is what's going to help you get yourself focused, losing weight. I have another additional one here. Add ginger. Ginger is going to bring down your inflammation. Add it to your sassy water. If you don't know what that is, Google it right now because you are going to want it. You're going to have your cucumber. There's going to be some lemon in the sassy water. It just does some great things. It's going to have ginger, and you're going to have it all there in your sassy water. Infuse it. Let it sit for a little bit. Get some water, and this is where it's going to help balance you. Add it to your dressing. Add the ginger to your dressing. Add it to your marinade. So let's talk about it. Let's get into it. We've been discussing these great, wonderful balancing things that you can do. I want to help you get your mind focused on making changes. I want to give you live calls that you can meet with me twice a week, once a week for 2 weeks. I have a 2-week summer detox. It started this year where I realized how much people were getting their results out of doing these detoxes, and I was only doing it once a year. And I originally was like, I don't want to be a coach that's doing detoxes. And you know what? There's no way around it. It's a great way to reset your body, to get yourself focused. As a coach, I give you almost a 40-page workbook that gives you recipes, helps you focus on what is important. I give you a daily regimen and how you can start your day, because the more focused and the way that you start your day and doing it consistently every day, the more you're going to balance, the more you're going to reset and be ready for your day. So I give you a morning ritual. I give you stretches to do. The workbook that you get, the workbook support is all about recipes. The first week is pure clean detox. The second week is pure clean eating, where you're going to add more stuff in to get your mind focused on eating the healthiest that you can eat. It's called the 2014 Summer Detox, starting June 23rd. Live calls, body reset, lose weight, lose the bloat, clear your skin. Cut the cravings. Two big things that I haven't talked about yet is when you start eating, you start clearing out the digestive tract, and you know what? That directly affects your skin. So you're going to notice a very clear skin. Now, earlier I was talking about a woman that was having a difficult time with losing weight in the last detox that she was involved in, but her skin cleared up. She was having really painful issues with her skin and her breakouts. So that was the first stage of her journey, was getting her skin clear and not in a painful, barely can touch your skin so it kind of aches. So you're going to get clear skin. The cravings is going to reset your body. So the cravings that you have right now and the swings that you have, we're going to cut that with this detox. All these wonderful foods, recipes, you're going to go into this RhondaLiebig.com, Summer Superfoods. This page is where you got your download for your mindset map. You also got your 3 questions to be able to help you through the workshop that we did today. You want to go back there and sign up for this detox. This detox is just a quarterly detox. Every few months, jumping into something like this, you're going to really balance your weight, your mind, and your focus. The more that you can work with me as a coach, the more that you're going to get your results. What does a detox do? Blood purification, cancer prevention, improved circulation, strengthened immune system. Remember, our immune system is 60% our digestive system. Promotion of healthy intestinal flora, so balancing your digestive tract. If you deal with constipation, this is something that's going to help move things through. Promotion of subtle, light, and flexible energy, so being able to keep that energy moving forward. Lifted spirit and elimination of depression. You know that feeling where you're feeling, like I don't know what to do. I'm thinking about food all the time and I'm not able to get out of this. Well, that is going to help you with that feeling of that you just don't have an answer. But the detox is also going to balance your body to where it's going to increase your endorphins, increase the strength that you know that you have. Improved liver, gallbladder, and kidney function. We talked about kidney today. How important is your kidney? It's very important. Gallbladder. Many women are losing their gallbladder. Let's take care of this. Improved liver. Your liver is your mind for every organ that you have. You want to take care of this liver. The foods that you're going to have in this summer detox is going to reset your liver. Cleared congestion. If you're having issues with mucus, or you have a nasal drip, or you're coughing consistently, you have something going on the back of your throat and you're probably allergic to something that you're eating, and this is going to clear it out. Let's clean eat now. Bolster your immune system to help prevent illness. My kids, they eat vegetables 2 to 3 times a day, and they very, very seldom get ill. And it's because of the prevention of the way that we're eating and understanding that 60% of your digestive tract is around your immune system is around your digestive tract. As soon as you can connect that and the foods that you're eating and why you're eating healthy, it'll change in how healthy you are. And also talking about toxins, and toxins through the colon, the liver, lungs, and the lymphatic system. So I do a lot of stuff in my Fit Camp that I was talking about, which you can find on my website. But in there, we deal a lot with how you're clogged in your body. And so when you start going through this cleanse, you start taking the toxins, getting it out of your system. Boost your mood, energy. Remember we talked about productivity for clarifying your mind. Let's clear it out. Let's get rid of that ho-hum feeling. Let's step into action. Remember at the beginning of this call, I was really talking about, are you ready to make a shift? The reason why you're on the call, not just to lose the weight, but to get everything in a line. Even dealing with the holiday stuff. You know, after we go through the heavy winter months, we go through all the holidays, those habits that we pick up, sometimes they stay with us and we can't get rid of them. This is a way to reset the body and get rid of the excess weight of the holidays. How about fit into those jeans? Let's fit into those sexy jeans. Is this detox for you? Are you ready to get rid of the 3 p.m. slump? Are you ready to bring in more clarity to increase your daily productivity? I know I am. Are you tired of dieting? Ready to really understand your body and its food needs? Do you appreciate the time savings that you're going to receive by learning how food is your medicine and getting immediate transformation? That's clearing the skin. That's basically losing the weight, watching the weight shift as Darlene did. She saw 12 pounds in a shift. There are so many ways. Mentally feeling stronger, that immediate transformation. What are you looking for? You are excited about the possibilities that this new brain clarity will bring into your business or place of business. That the brain clarity, the productivity, whatever you are looking for and needing in your life, that your body is clogged, and how are you going to reset it? Let's get the brain clear. You want to learn more about your body and how you can control weight gain in the future. On the second week of your detox, you start implementing foods, and that's when you start learning what is your body allergic to. And it will start becoming very apparent as you start adding back in the food. So you're going to learn a lot about that. You want to work with me. You want your personal coaching, and I'm going to help you. So you want to work with the coach. I'm here to support you. I'm live calls. You can ask me questions every Monday at noon. This detox starts June 23rd. So this gives you time to get ready. As soon as you opt in, you will get a workbook. So as soon as you step in there, that you love to be a part of a supportive community. So when you're going into these live calls, there's other people that are dealing with the same things you're dealing with, and this is your time to really be part of a community that is dealing with the same stuff you're dealing with. If you're ready for that action, if you're ready to deal with that, I want you to come into the Summer Superfoods, right where you landed before, to get all your downloads for today. This is the URL. This is where I want you to go. You can get one cleanse that is $39.99. Normally it is $49.99. So right now I'm shaving off the investment by $10. You can do quarterly detoxes, which means you invest in 4, and that you bring it down to $112.97. And what happens is you're spending less than $1 a day, or a little bit more over than $1 a day, to be in this cleanse, to get live coaching, to stop maybe going to areas where you're spending the money to buy the junk food or the comfort food that you're buying. Wouldn't you rather get these qualities that we just talked about in what you receive when you're doing the detox? Are you ready to step into it? Get the summer body that you are yearning and craving for. If you've already lost some weight, this is your chance to lose even more weight and get really tight and toned, ready for the summer. If you're feeling like you have a big journey to go, I really would like you to step into the 4 quarterly cleanse so that you can start getting your body reset now and consistently doing it every quarter. So I want you to step in their Summer Superfoods. The action steps right now. Make sure to review this webinar one more time. You're going to get a link sent to you. Take some notes. Any ahas. Look at all the beautiful slides. Look at the vegetables and the foods that you know that look really good, or you're ready for that transition and connecting your food with your medicine. Food and medicine. If you have diabetes, are you ready to step away from that and take less medicine at some point, or take no medicine? Are you on the verge of diabetes? Are you hypothyroid? Now, for me, I eat like this consistently, and there's no such thing as 100%. So I'll have pizza sometimes. I'll have a drink. There's certain things that I'll do because I know that there's no such thing as 100%. So I'm asking you to take 2 weeks to cleanse your body, learn more about your body, and invest in yourself. If you come into the regular here, where it says Detox 2014, you're going to see this is $49.99. Your investment, if you go into this Summer Superfoods, $39.99. Take your opportunity right now, click in there, step into it, and make your changes. I appreciate you being part of the day today. This has been a wonderful, exciting time. to be able to share with you and all the stuff, all the knowledge that that I've been learning as a health coach. I've been doing this for 16 years. It's something that is just threaded through me as a coach to want to take care of the women that are just ready to make those shifts, make those changes. So before we leave, I want you to ask yourself, are you ready to make those changes for the summer? Ready to just do a jump start off and take care of that? As you go on, even further down the line, are you ready to make the changes for a lifetime? So think about where you are right now, the changes that you want to make, and I invite you in to step into the summer superfoods and go into my website and grab it for $39.99, hot off the presses, ready to go, ready to make that shift. Get your live calls. I'll keep this running for a little while so you can listen to it and revisit it, but I invite you in to make big changes. You have a fit day. This is Rhonda Liebig, Holistic Health Coach, #1 best-selling author on Amazon. I'm here for you. Come in, Summer Superfoods. See you soon.